You showed up. We built 4 shelters. Those shelters are somewhere in Baltimore. Folks are living in them. And we're going to continue to do projects like that so that people can continue to have housing.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I have with me Miss Quita Chancey. Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm excellent. This has been an awesome week.
You look excellent as well. So as a part of this community spotlight is finding out where you got your vision, where you got your drive.
Right.
So Smalltimore Homes, give me the backstory on what Smalltimore Homes is and how you actually found the desire to fight for things that you wouldn't see fruit from, until.
Yeah, because to that point, you absolutely have to have a vision to be in this kind of work. So in about 2015, I founded a real estate investment company. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make all these Black homeowners. I'm going to price the homes affordably. I'm going to rebuild Baltimore. And it was crickets. Like everybody that showed up was like, oh, this is beautiful. How much is the rent? And I'm like, I'm not trying to hold on to this and be a property manager. I'm trying to sell this and you can build generational wealth. And they're like, no, what happens if this goes out or that? And I'm like, hold up. But so it didn't make sense to me. So then we started thinking about financial literacy different. I've always been a volunteer. And one thing for sure, like people who don't have houses won't be selective about the housing that is offered to them because there's way too many people literally sleeping on concrete, right? Yeah. So that company was founded in 2015. We did a couple renos. And then 2018, I had noticed that the encampment at the end of MLK and 40 had been closed. And I was like, well, where the heck all them people go? Like, I understand, like, I don't, like, where did these people go? And no one could answer that question. So I started noticing other encampments popping up, but then they would quickly disappear. And I felt like there was a war on homelessness, so I started a nonprofit, and here we are.
Once you start to pull back some of those layers, you really do get a chance to see how broad those issues are. It's not specific it's not one specific issue. It's so broad. It's so much to how have you not gotten discouraged behind that fight? I mean, that seems like a battle. It's unwinnable almost.
I mean, it can look like that, but when I started, I had already said, I did some research. Most of these villages take 7 years in order for the community to buy in, the city to buy in. So I said, okay, y'all got 7 to 10 years. And if Baltimore doesn't buy in before then or before I feel like I've stretched myself, I can go to some place where tiny homes are already legal, where they're already accepted. I mean, because the fact of the matter here in Baltimore, there are communities that are already saying we have a unhoused population or a self-housed population living in these condominiums and we want to make them livable. So it's not like there isn't a need. You know what I mean? It's not like, and I say market because this is a capitalist society. It's not like there's not a market for helping, those types of communities. So Baltimore should just receive it. And, and so I keep doing what you saw, right? You showed up. We built 4 shelters. Those shelters are somewhere in Baltimore. Folks are living in them. And we're going to continue to do projects like that so that people can continue to have housing.
Nice segue into what we're doing. Our company, Hometown Lenders, have decided to sponsor one of your homes.
Thank you.
Exciting.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what you do with it. I mean, of course, we love your vision.
Yeah.
We believe in your vision, which is why we want to do what we're doing. But first of all, I want to applaud you for standing on a front line that most people are not even going to see you standing on.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not doing it for people. I don't want to be famous. I would rather not. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Like when I started the nonprofit, my biggest thing was the volunteers. It's all the volunteers because I literally cannot do this by myself. But, you know, people are like, well, who's the face behind the idea? We need to meet the visionary. And so here I am.
Yes.
And it helps to promote, you know, the initiative. But if I could send other people to say exactly what I'm saying, I would love to do that.
It'll never happen.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're not going to say what I'm going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I'm in this position, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on in Baltimore that you are a part of. We've done Walk with the Doc with you.
We have, yeah.
You're a part of John Hopkins
Bunting leadership cohort, yes.
Yeah, talk more, keep going. I don't want to pull it out.
So I participated in the Bunting leadership cohort. We're now putting together a unifying project so that we can continue to address health disparities in our communities. So with Walk with the Doc, we found out that people like the safe space. They like to be able to come to the lake, walk around for an hour, talk to a doc, and it's low pressure. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, for example, this man that came, he had his wife ask a question through me, and I'm not going to say who that man was, but we were able to get his questions answered, and that's the type of, you know, environment that we cultivate.
So you have something there. Talk to me about what you got sitting there, your sign. What inspired you to do it? You know, what pushed you to do the colors? What pushed you to do the logo? What pushed you to do everything about that sign that you brought?
Yeah, so Smalltimore Homes, the idea is that we want to build homes for all the people. So in our logo, the S is like a sidewalk leading into the house. I mean, I did this because I knew that there were other tiny home communities on the West Coast that were thriving, that have been in, you know, operation for 20, 25 years. Yeah. So why could we not do that here? And that is what, I think that's what keeps me going, because there's nothing that someone can do that I can't figure out how to do myself. Like, especially if I see it. Like, if I see it, I know I can do it.
Oh, without a question. Yeah. I believe you. Quita Chancey, tell people how they can get in contact with Smalltimore Homes and learn a little more.
Yeah, so go to smalltimorehomes.org. We are on all the things, the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook. Google us, Smalltimore Homes, and come out and volunteer one day. We're going to get back out there.
Yeah, and we're going to be with you. Quita.
Appreciate you.
It's a pleasure.